Five Out Basketball, five segments, five takes. This is the podcast for NBA conversations. This is Five Out Basketball, and it starts in 3, 2, 1.
All I'm saying is I'm not going to add on to that because we're going to, know what, screw it. We're going to transition to it right now. So that's going to be the end of our takeaways from the playoff series. And now we are going to use one word to describe each team's season. We're going to start off with the East, and then we're going to go to the West. Because also, just a quick spoiler, not all these are one word. I don't know the dictionary like that. So some of them might be 2-3 words. I don't care if that makes you mad.
Neither do I.
Because my takeaway for the Boston Celtics is it's now or never. It's literally now or never. I kind of talked about this in another podcast. Like, the Celtics aren't ever going to get a better team, and the rest of the NBA is only getting more competitive. So this losing a random game in Miami Heat, I'm just not a nice way to put it. This shit's inexcusable. You cannot be losing dumb games because this is your chance. Like, the window after this season, I'm going to say it's going to shut. Like, I know you got the Drew Holiday extension. You're still going to have all those guys, but the NBA gets better and better and better every season. And the Celtics, they always tend to sell. And so if you're going to sell again like a salesman, it's done. Close the house down. It's not getting sold. You guys are done. You need to win this season. So that's why my takeaway or my one word for the Celtics season is now or never.
Actually, I like yours better than mine. All I put for mine is I gotta see.
Mhm.
Now that's because like you said, they're the Celtics. They always lose some dumb game, and they're always like playing with their food, bro. Like I will never forget. Why did you go 6 games with the Hawks last year?
Yeah.
What? Like why? Like
Mhm.
why? That's why I don't like. Sometimes part of me doesn't trust him because it's like, dude, why do you play with your like? Just win the series, dude.
Mhm.
But like you said, yo, the West next year is gonna be insane.
Mhm.
Literally, except for probably Portland and Utah, it's gonna be a bloodbath, bro. Like
Yes.
from 1 to like 13, it's gonna be really crazy. I
Mhm.
think so.
No, I agree.
And maybe even Golden State. Anyways,
Mhm.
but yeah, this is the really like you have to win this because the East, okay, fine. Bucks probably gonna fall off a little bit. I think the Knicks will be back, and they might be a number 1 seed next year, depending on
Quit playing.
how things go. Give or take, Philly's gonna always be around, whatever. And the Magic and the
Yeah.
Pacers. There's some young teams, Magic, Pacers. Hey, they're right there too.
Mhm.
So this is definitely the now or never. I like yours better. Now or never. Yeah, that is literally the Celtics right now.
Thank you. So Everton, pick a team in the East. I don't want to have to go in order from like one to worst team. I like to mix and match. So like, what team do you have next that you want to talk about?
Okay, mix and match. I'm gonna go Cavs because I like the one I
Okay.
put. And I put bye Spider. 'Cause, that's what I take away from this season is he's gone. I don't think he didn't want to be, let's be honest. Did he want to be a Cavalier? No. He wanted to be a Knick. And the way how this season has played out, I don't see him wanting to be here. And it's been hinted at all year, like
Mhm.
rumor says blah blah blah. Rumor says blah blah. I think him on the Knicks,
Unreal.
tough. Like
Yes.
I would love Brunson and Donovan Mitchell.
Oh my God.
I'd watch.
With the perfect role player fits right next to him as well. Like, come on.
Like 6 man of the year, DiVincenzo would. I feel like, hey, DiVincenzo off the bench
Disgusting. And
would
then
Bogdan
OG, Josh Hart, Mitch Robb, Hartenstein, Deuce McBride. Like, the team would be disgusting.
didn't even mention Julius Randle.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
uh,
Fuck. Well, someone's got to go to Cleveland. They're not.
hey,
He's not going to New York for free.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
All
Somebody
I'm
does.
saying, if I'm the Knicks and I give up Julius Randle for Donovan Mitchell, I'm crying tears of joy. Like, I'm the Knicks. Like, they could like we're building our own White House for the Knicks in New York if they pull that off. Like, they get whatever they want because that would be the best thing ever.
Randall and picks for Mitchell.
Quit
Hey,
playing. Quit playing.
but yeah, that's my one word for the Cavs. Bye,
Mhm.
Spider. What's yours?
And then so I use this word kind of multiple times for teams that are in the same scenario, but my word was what the fuck? Because like you had crazy expectations heading this season, and now we are in this disaster class. And like just what happened this season? Because there was a point where the Cavs were like the 1 seed. Like they looked incredible. And it's just When everybody got healthy, they got worse. What the fuck? How does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And so that's just my take way to describe their season. It's just like everything you wanted to happen worked out, but didn't work out. Makes no sense at all. It's like
They,
you put the correct numbers into the formula and you should have got the result you were looking for, and you just didn't. What the fuck?
nah, facts. That is a perfect one. Like you said earlier, perfect, but not perfect.
Yeah.
Literally simple as that, bro.
All right, and now I'm gonna cross off Celtics and Cavs 'cause I know I'm gonna forget the order once you get towards the end of this.
Okay.
We're gonna go to one of the bottom teams. And we're gonna look at the Raptors, and my word was hope. I
Mm,
know it was not good this season. It got shaky at moments, but I think a lot has gone right towards the end of the season where you have confidence coming like after this offseason. Because Scotty Barnes is still that guy. And the big thing, I can't believe this is like the big thing that's giving me hope. But Grady Dick was so bad at the start of the year. And now he got his like 3-point shooting percentage up to like 38, which is like that's crazy because he was shooting like 12% at some point. It was like awful. So you get
um,
his emergence. RJ Barrett's still been great. Emmanuel quickly still trying to work that out. And
mm,
the Raptors, we know how they run their system. They don't settle for being in the lottery. So I know there's gonna be a future here. And like I know you didn't get the result you're looking for. I mean, you're the fourth worst team in the East. But when it comes to these bottom teams, they have the most hope in the East. Like I would be like shocked if this wasn't a playoff team next year.
yeah, I agree. Hope is definitely for mine. I put Raptors. I put finally did it, as in finally made
Man,
those
that's
choices.
that's so much better than mine.
I like that yours is one word though.
Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
But yeah, I feel like, they finally made those moves and they made the right moves, honestly. Like the returns they got, for OG, getting RJ and Emmanuel quickly. I think that's
Mm,
actually a good send off. Like you get
mm,
RJ, he'll have the hometown kid thing going about him, but also like he's actually played legitimately better. Like
mm,
low. And then quickly you try to figure that out, but I feel like he still has some potential to be, even if he's just your sixth man and you draft a point guard or something, like who cares, right? He'll still be a
yeah.
good player. And then obviously Scotty Barnes took that leap, all-star level leap. I'm really high on Scotty Barnes. I know they're gonna be bro's acoustic, bro. He's just a funny guy, bro.
Yeah. You can't have
Like
personality in 2024, bro. It's crazy.
it's crazy. But they have hope now, and like you said about Grady Dick, because I'm not gonna just call him by his last name.
Yeah.
Um we talked about this early on. The first like half of the season, whoa,
Yeah. It was
what
awful.
what was going on? But he finished off the rest of the season like really strong,
Mm,
and that's promising moving forward. So yeah, I think like you said, hope is really good, and finally did. I feel like those both kind of work well
yeah.
together.
And I believe, don't get me wrong, I think they have two first-round picks this year as well.
Yeah, because they probably have the Pacers pick and their own.
Yeah. So if there's a lot that can go on for the Raptors this offseason. Like with the East pretty much getting worse, I think the Raptors are gonna start emerging at the right time. So
Yeah,
I know the season it kind of stinks, but like you should be grateful because next season's going to be a lot better.
yeah.
So that's three teams down. Everton. What team do you want to talk about next?
Um, Bucks. I really want to talk about the Bucks.
Okay.
All right, for mine, actually, this was probably one of my favorite ones I picked. You hired who? Like,
That's
bro,
awesome.
literally, not to diss Adrian Griffin because I don't think he was bad. I think when they hired him, a lot of people liked the hire. So I'm not gonna do that to him. But you know why I said you hired who? You
Yeah.
hired Doc Rivers? Really? Really
Really
though?
thought that was gonna fix the issues. Like, there's just no
Really?
way.
Like, okay, you have your defensive issues, right? That doesn't mean you bring in the dude who doesn't make adjustments. We
Mm,
literally seen it. Like, we watched it. Jaren Jackson, bucket after bucket. Nah, keep working on him.
yeah.
Why? Literally why? Um, so my biggest take, I mean not my biggest, hey, you hired who?
I
Cause
love
what?
that. Man, Everton's might be a lot better than mine, just so you guys know. But
Aw,
my one word was, what the fuck? Yeah, we're already right back to it. What in the actual fuck was this season for the Milwaukee Bucks? Because heading into this season, you traded for Damian Lillard. You
Mm.
traded for Damian Lillard. Life was good. I mean, the offense was there at the start of the season. The defense was not existent. You're second in the East. You fire your coach. Just like that. Now you got three coaches on your payroll, and it's Doc Rivers is one of them. And it just goes downhill. It gets worse. It gets worse. And then Giannis gets injured, and suddenly you're down 2-1 to the Pacers. And they
And
own this regular season.
yeah,
What the fuck? What was the season? Like, and now I already talked about it enough in the first segment. It's just downhill from here for Milwaukee. So if I'm a Bucks fan, I'm pissed, but don't care. Yeah, y'all earned this. Y'all earned this. Hope you enjoyed your ring, losers.
facts. For me, um, damn, they do have 3 coaches on their payroll, dude. That's crazy.
That's so
That's
bad.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that is insane. But it's disappointing because when the trade happened, I'm like, yo, Dame Giannis might be the best duo in the league. Like, legit.
Oh, we all thought this.
We all thought that, right? And we thought this is probably the most like complete duo. Like your strengths, my weaknesses, my strengths, your weaknesses, right? Like we thought it would be the perfect come together. And that just did like early on, I was like, all right. I'm like, Dame will come around at some point. Like he'll be fine. Like,
Yeah.
maybe first few games a little struggle. It's fine. It'll be okay. The whole season, bro. The whole season, dude. Yeah. So I mean, what the F is facts?
Yeah.
What happened? What?
Thank you.
But who you hired? Who?
And what's crazy is I doubt this will happen, but there is a world where the Bucks have a fourth coach on payroll come this offseason.
Unfortunately, damn.
They're in hell. Like it's so bad.
Woo. Bucks or Nets? Ah,
Too far. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But we might be getting there.
might
Like
be getting there.
we might be returning to like the Larry Sanders, OJ Mayo days. Like
Oh, ooh,
yeah,
shout out Larry Sanders. I used to rock with him in 2K.
dude. 2K14 quit playing. Larry Sanders, I loved you, man.
You know
We know.
ball.
We know. And what else do we know? What I know is the Atlanta Hawks. It's rebuild time.
Rebuild time. Yeah,
That's my take. Like, it
yeah.
has to be this offseason. You can't keep doing this anymore. Like it's already eternity mid. Trey Young needs to go. I know everybody says San Antonio, and I've been on that wave as well. It's gotta be Trey or DeJounte. It probably should be Trey. And then you got other awful contracts you got rid of. Like Clint Capella is the most mid player in the NBA, probably. I think he won my mid player of the year award. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Pretty sure it was Clint for you. Yeah,
It was him or Kevin Huerter. I forgot which one I gave it to. I'm pretty sure it was Clint.
yeah.
But it's just there's awful contracts you gotta get rid of. You gotta start building around Jalen Johnson. You gotta get something going. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot run this team back next year. That'll be the
Oh,
biggest mistake you can make. So it's time to commit to it. You can get so much trade capital for Trey Young still. You know, I know he's probably one of the more hated players in the NBA, but the draft capital, the trade capital is there. So I think it's time to send it. No more like how we were talking about the Raptors before the OG trade is how we're talking about the Hawks right now. Like it's time. You can't prolong this anymore.
the difference is the Raptors at least got a chip.
Yeah.
They were just coasting on
Yeah.
that. The Hawks are coasting on
We beat the Knicks. They hate Trey Young.
like that's it. That's all they're coasting on. But for mine I put mid equal you. They're just mid, bro. Like
Uh-huh.
they've been mid for the past few years, and it just continued to be mid. Like I think low key, their whole franchise history, their record is like literally mid.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
It's right
Um,
around 500. It's nuts.
which is nasty work. But I agree with yours. It's rebuild time. Like you gotta let it go. Like the
Mm.
Spurs have a lot of draft capital, so I'm sure they'd be willing to give up some picks to
And
get
they
Trey.
got some young assets.
Exactly. You could get that
Mm.
and then roll with the picks and the young assets you get.
Mm.
Go let them have Trey, bro. Just
Yeah.
just do it, bro.
All I'm saying is I said this when I did my Hawks rebuild. It cannot be Keldon Johnson. If you have Keldon Johnson and DeAndre Hunter on the same team, I'm not even a Hawks fan, and I would shoot myself having to watch that. That's the worst idea in the world. So make sure you get Vassell because Devin Vassell's sick,
Yeah.
and it would be a
Yeah.
great pairing next to DeJounte Murray at the two. But oh
Yeah.
my God, the Hawks, there's so much mid on the team. Like I know we say they're a mid team, but there's so many mid players. DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella. Anyone else on that bench? I was gonna say
Bey,
Bogdan, but like Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's not mid. I can't do him like
ah,
that. I can't do Bojan.
Sadiq Bey.
Onyek, Sadiq Bey, mid.
Yeah.
Onyeka, if he's not gonna get playing time, might be put on mid watch as well.
He should be starting though. That's the thing. He should be a
He's
starter.
been starting for like 2 seasons now. It's at some point I'm starting to wonder if like they're seeing something I'm not.
Look, from what I see and what the numbers say, he should be starting. They should have been got rid of Clint Capella to move him into that spot.
Absolutely. But hey, dude, can you imagine if this team didn't have Jalen Johnson this whole season?
Ooh, yo. This
There
might
would
be
have been no takeaway.
it'd be like sell your team. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of Atlanta, like
Like literally, dude. Oh my goodness, he's saving a little bit of hope for the Hawks fans.
I get it though. I get it as a Bulls fan.
Hmm. Should we
Let's
pick
talk
them?
about them. I think there's only one word you can use here.
What's yours?
Continuity.
That's a good one.
It's
Ooh,
been it's been that word 3 seasons in a row now. It's just keep running it back, guys. This is totally gonna work out. This is such a great idea. I love this. It does not work out. And from what it sounds like, they're gonna do it again because apparently DeMar is getting a 3-year contract, 40 million a season at the age of 35. Nikola Vucevic got re-signed. Billy Donovan got an extension last season. But dude, do not let Lonzo Ball come back, is all I'm saying. Don't let
bro,
Alonzo come back now. We've been waiting for 2.5 seasons now, but when it happens and his knee is totally never gonna get injured again, they're back. And
bro,
Zach LaVine, he totally wants to play in Chicago still.
bro. I was trying to find a way to put Zoe in my like for 3 words, but I couldn't figure it out. So for my for mine, I just put took too long. Like for me, I feel like, bro, like I think ours is kind of the same continuity slash took too long. Like, bro, it took too long for y'all to decide maybe we should trade these guys. We should have known that last season.
Yeah.
I get the first season because they were really good, and then we really didn't start falling off till after the trade deadline, realistically, right?
Hmm.
So I can understand. I can give him a pass for the first season because we were good, and then things just got shaky. But
Yeah.
after last season, I would have been like, yeah, we gotta make some
Yeah.
moves here. So I think they definitely took too long to decide. Yeah, we should make some trades,
Mm.
dude. Nobody has any value anymore. So what are you gonna get for him?
Dude, there was a time where at trade deadline last season, the Knicks were gonna give us one of Mitch Rob or Josh Hart. They were gonna
Yeah.
give us Quickly. They were gonna give us Fournier,
Yep.
and then Quentin Grimes was a contender, and they were gonna give us draft assets. There was points where at trade deadline this season, they're like, do the Bulls have to give up picks to get rid of Levine? How much more obvious was it supposed to get, man?
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't always gamble like that. Like sometimes people gamble, take too long, and then actually get more than they expected to. But we were never going to be in that position because any team trading with the Bulls was going to pretty much always have the leverage, to be
Mm,
honest. So I think taking too long is the biggest takeaway or description, whatever you want to call it. Because bro, y'all just waited way too long to start actually caring about your future, I guess. I don't know.
hmm There's no
So
future. There's none.
I
Me and
didn't want
Everton, yeah, we're gonna attempt to make a future though in a couple segments if you're ready for that. But I'm ready to talk about another team because this team just pisses me off. They're such a
to.
disgrace. Everything in Chicago is so good outside of them, man.
Literally, bro. Oh my goodness, man.
Everton, let's talk Orlando Magic.
Mhm.
I want one season ahead because this season has been incredible. The Magic, you guys were not supposed to be here yet at all. Is it
Not at all.
great to be here? Absolutely. But don't get the expectations up too high when you gotta go against the Boston Celtics next series because the Magic, their strengths are incredible. They have so much size. They're incredible scoring in the paint. They could defend like they're one of the best defensive teams in the league.
Yeah,
But as I talked about earlier, their two holes are some of the biggest holes you can have in basketball when you have a point guard that can't pass and a center that can't rebound.
yeah.
You kind of need those things.
How
So
are they even?
unfortunately,
Ah,
sorry, what
never
was that
mind.
you cut out?
How are they even tied with the Cavs? But just never mind. Just
It
keep
makes
going.
zero sense. It makes no sense on paper. But I mean, Jalen Suggs, the leap he's taken this season is incredible. Paulo and Wagner, they're all-star caliber players. You just gotta fill some of those simple holes, and this team's gonna be incredible. I think this team's gonna be incredible next season. With how I'm seeing, like we could see like a Bucks fall off and all this, and who knows what's gonna happen with the Sixers. The Magic can jump to they're gonna 4 seed to 3 seed,
But
but
like a
like
more.
that's a big yeah. That's gonna be a convincing jump.
Yeah, I agree. For mine, I put damn already. Like
Yeah,
I didn't
we're on the same wave.
like literally because like I thought okay, they actually didn't have a terrible season last year, but like a really Orlando Magic level last year.
Yeah,
And going into this year, I'm like, okay, I thought this team could be like a play-in sleeper because the
Mm,
East is still weak. So I was all right, they could be like a play-in sleeper. No, this team went up to 5,
yeah.
and they're literally running it with the Cavs right now. Which I don't know if that says more about the Magic or the Cavs, but
Hmm.
give or take, damn already, like I did not expect these dudes to be here already, and it's impressive. I want to
Mm.
give a hat out to the head coach too, because I think he's a finalist for Coach of the Year, right?
Yeah, he is.
Um, hats off to you, bro. Like you taking the Magic. You first off, I don't know if you brought aura, but the Magic have a little bit of aura now. Paulo, they
Uh-huh.
have the song, bro. They have the
They have
song,
the best song in NBA history, probably.
literally, bro. Like that's an impressive thing.
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. But like all in all, they already here, bro. And that
Yeah.
shit's crazy.
Yeah, and what's great is there's a team that's here to stay. Like, it's not gonna be blown up anytime soon. This Magic team is gonna be here for a while, and now that's a sentence I never thought I would say.
No. I did not think I'd say something like that. For how long have I been an NBA fan? This team has always been a team.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure me and Everton both got here like right when Dwight left.
Yep.
Like
Like
we,
I
we
got here like I'd say one of his last 1 or 2 seasons. I was like, ooh, okay, Orlando. Or I like Dwight Howard. Then he
mm.
was gone. And then I was like, they're definitely an NBA team. They're
Oh,
definitely
absolutely. They definitely were in the NBA, no questions asked.
definitely were a team.
So Everton, let's go to one of these bottom three teams. Is there one of them that excites you more than the other?
Wizards.
There's one word.
I mean, I did too, but I just put
No, go for first. What'd you say?
pool's empty.
Oh, that's awesome. That's sick. Wow, man, Everton, you are creative. You're on a heater.
I'm trying my best, man. I don't know. Pool's empty. Like, dude, can we talk about how everybody had going into the season? Jordan Poole is the next James Harden. Lock it in right now. Ooh. Now I'm not one to dog on people, but Jordan Poole, bro. What? I mean, look, he had his moments. There was some good and some bad, but a
Mm,
lot of bad.
a
You know,
lot of bad.
a lot of bad to the point where he was becoming a meme. Like anytime he did like a goofy play, that was the first thing you saw. So
Hmm.
for the Wizards, I think they were banking on Jordan Poole becoming some sort of 25 point per game scorer, and that just didn't happen. So that's why the pool's empty.
The pool's empty. Hey, boy got paid at least. Boy got paid.
Yeah, yeah, he did. He did
Yeah.
get back.
So I was straight to the point. Everton got really creative with the wordplay here, but I'm just gonna cut the shit. My word was ass. This team is so bad. Like, you look at these other bottom teams, like, yeah, there's the Hornets and the Pistons. They at least have something to build on with. Are we really banking on like a Bilal Coulibaly thing to like be our future? This team is so finished. This is haram ball. This team is disgusting. There is
Oh,
not there is nothing remotely attractive about this Washington Wizards team. Maybe Denny Avdia.
I
Yeah, because
guess.
Kuzma's getting out of there.
Yeah,
And that's still not something that's too attractive. He's like maybe a third option on a championship team. Maybe.
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, I hate this team with a passion. So it's just straight to the point. It's just ass.
Low key, Wizards and Hawks. What's the difference? Because they're just generational, mid, bro. Like,
Okay. I don't even think the Wizards are mid because like at least the Hawks are like average. This
uh,
team just sucks. There's
yeah,
nothing good about this team, and it's gonna be like this for like 3, 5 more seasons. Please,
yeah.
Rob Dillingham, don't go here.
No, I don't want. I mean, unless he's gonna do the John Wall thing and bring Aura to Washington. Because hey, I'll call spade a spade. Them John Wall years, there was a lot of Aura in Washington
There
because
was.
of just him.
Mm-hmm.
What happened when he left? No
Why
Aura.
not? Dude, you're telling me those Marcin Gortat screens weren't bringing in aura, bro? Like,
Oh my God. We literally just talked about this yesterday, bro. But all in all, bro, like, look, I might be creative. I like how you're just straight to the point.
yeah,
Ass.
no time to waste.
Because they are, bro. They're just,
They're
man, their
trash.
future. Ooh. At least they might have a high pick, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe they got a potential star here. But yeah, bro, it's Washington.
No, it's over. But Everton, what team do you want to talk about next?
Uh, let's go Pacers.
Okay, I like this.
I put play some defense. Like that's really because all season has been, hey, y'all got some good offense, but y'all play no defense.
Mm,
And look, that can work against some teams. Look, that's why they're beating the Bucks, really, because the Bucks don't play any defense either. So
mm,
of course you're gonna out offense them. But moving forward, you can't bank on this whole straight offense. That's just it's not gonna win a championship unless I get proven wrong. But proof is in the pudding. Teams that win play on both ends. So
Mm.
I'd say, look, it's cool right now, and I get it, run and gun, cool, but near future, if you want to really be a contender, you got to play with some sort of defense.
And me and Everton almost made 5-out history with having the same exact wording, but I did defense with 2 question marks.
Okay, so damn near pretty much the same thing.
Pretty much the same thing. It's just this team. I mean, you can absolutely consider this season a success, even if you don't beat the
Yeah.
Bucks, but they're going to. This season was an absolute success. Tyrese Halliburton took the All-Star jump.
Mhm.
Siakam's incredible. You got a lot going for you. You even have Jarris Walker just chilling down there. Like you guys have a lot going for you.
Mhm.
It's just get one defender. Like Alex Caruso will be on the trade block probably. Matthias Thybulle will be out there floating about. Get one
Mhm.
defender. Just play a little
Yeah,
bit of defense. That's all we're asking for.
yeah,
It's not much, but that's all this team really needs. It's just one solid defender, especially with how weak this East team is. This team can make a championship run because
yeah.
you got the star, you got a second like star to go with them. You got great role players like Matherin, Turner.
Neesmith,
You just need one defender. That's all we're asking for, and just try on that side of the ball.
yeah, and also
Even Luca, what's up?
fix your schemes on defense too. Like what? Like Miles Turner was a really good defensive player, and now he's kind of not because their defensive schemes don't really favor him anymore. But if they fix their schemes, I don't think he's any worse as a defender than he used to be. I think in the right scheme, he could be right back to being that 3 blocks per game dude he was before.
Hmm. I
So
agree.
yeah,
But let's move on to the 76ers because my one word was disappointment.
yeah,
This
yeah.
there was a point where this looked like this was actually gonna be the season. Embiid was gonna win another MVP. They were gonna go on a championship run because the East is like bad. But
Mhm.
one injury can ruin everything. Just
Yeah.
like that. And having Tobias Harris on your team, that can also do it.
J.
So
Cole?
yeah, this team is gonna be great. Now they're probably gonna be bounced by the Knicks, and it's just how devastating is that? Because dude, all I know is the 76ers haters, they're having a field day.
Oh man, they're
There,
cooking.
there may be an asterisk on this hating for that they're about to get, but like,
Yeah.
oh, Embiid lost another playoff series. What a fat loser! Is he gonna be a Guangdong Tiger next season? Shut up, you suck. And I was like,
Yeah.
because I was an Embiid hater. I mean, I'm still not like an Embiid enjoyer, but like, I was rooting for him this season because like he was having the success. I was like, it was so like convincing. I was like, oh, they're actually gonna prove some people wrong, start winning some playoff series.
No.
No, not at all.
Yeah. For me, I just put he's injured again.
Dude, Everton
Honestly,
is on one.
I should have done a 3 word. Like I like maybe one word is just really hard, but disappointing is good. But yeah, like they were one. They were at one point they're like the second seed.
Mhm.
If he gets injured, they're a playing team. Like he was on his way to a convincing MVP, and people wouldn't have argued this one. Like this one, yeah, you can't argue the whole no. He was averaging 36 and like 12, bro.
Yeah.
Well, like 6 assists. He was the MVP, like easily. Um, but I was rooting for Embiid to some degree because I ain't gonna lie, watching him play sometimes it's like, oh my God. Right? But at the end of the day, they almost would have had 2 award winners this year. I hate to open up a wound, but MVP and most improved,
Fuck
unfortunately, in
off.
our yeah, I know.
Maxie
But
wouldn't had that chance if Embiid got hurt. Such bullshit.
you know he was a clear favorite when Embiid was playing, right?
Nope. I'm gonna gaslight myself.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let you do that.
Mm.
But like this was supposed to be the year. Now, do I think they would have won multiple playoff series? Nah, I feel like they still probably would have lost in round 2. But
Mm.
at the end of the day, like this is a different scenario. All right, you lose in round 2 with James Harden. Yeah, what are you doing? But you lose in round 2 as Tyrese Maxey's just making a leap. Okay, maybe I'll cut you a little bit of slack. But like you said, to Embiid haters, they're just getting more ammo.
Mm.
Realistic. Now, with no context, Embiid lost in round 1 again. Oh my gosh! But when you put context in, okay, it was gonna happen anyways.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, injuries is just gonna continue to hinder this team.
Mm. Absolutely. So Everton, what team are you feeling next?
Uh, there's only like 2 teams left or 3 teams left, right?
I have 5.
5. I cannot count. Okay. I'm gonna just pick the Heat.
Okay.
Um, damn. The team I mean not the team. The thing I went for is the tougher route.
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't know when
That's a whole documentary title.
low key the tougher route with that. The thing with this team, I thought, okay, you made that run in the playoffs last year. This team is going to be one of the higher seeded teams in the East.
Mm-hmm.
No, they just weren't. They were another 8 seed, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's heat culture to make yourself have to play in a tougher situation or something. But they just always make the things tougher than it needs to be, bro. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, my word was scammers because
Mm,
they get paid for a whole regular season and they don't care at all. They just show up, they get their money, and they leave. But it's
yeah.
postseason times, like, all right, maybe we'll try now. And so that's kind of how it's been the past 3 seasons. Like, oh, we're just here to get paid in the regular season, and then we'll hoop when it comes postseason time. And they did it again. They got
Okay.
a game off Boston, which I still can't believe. If they win, if they win again tonight, I'm gonna have some serious conversations that like they need
Oh,
to be investigated.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're purposely not trying, if Spoelstra has some voodoo magic, if like someone's being held hostage, like something's not really adding up with what this Miami team is doing. So if they win again, an investigation will be taking place. It will be conducted by me.
Yeah, I am not mad at that because I don't know what it is. Like, why do y'all just make this a thing? Like, is this some sort of hate towards like Boston or something? Like, all right, Boston gonna be one. We gotta be 2 games.
Yeah, we gotta beat them.
What?
Start licking their lips, bro.
Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, they just always make things tougher than they need to be. Because on paper, this team should have, especially in the East, this should have been like a 4 seed or a 5th seed, to be
Yeah,
honest.
absolutely. No question to ask.
Some odd reason, they just have to
Mm,
be at 8. I don't know what it is. Hey,
mm.
I'm observing. I'm observing.
Yeah. So we have 4 teams left. We're gonna speed run these last 3 towards the bottom. Then we're gonna end off on the Knicks because I think a Knicks is probably a good one to end off with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fine.
Pistons, is there hope? Question mark.
I just put choose wisely because either you choose to like move forward with this type of roster or you go in a different direction, bro. I don't
Mm.
know. It's up to them.
Yeah, I don't know how many more young guys it's gonna take this team to be serious, especially with a
Exactly.
draft like that's not the strong, definitely not ass like people say, but it's not the strongest in the world.
Yeah,
What's the plan? What's the plan? No idea.
no idea.
Hornets, what the fuck? Pose that
I
some.
put.
What's up? What'd you say?
Oh no, go ahead. Actually,
Yeah. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller with a bunch of idiots on the team. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It was not a lot of fun. This team is just continued to be so ass, and it's just I don't know how many more ass seasons you can have. So this is just a what the fuck situation for me.
I was gonna either. I was torn. I put just vibes, but I was also gonna put criminals, but that maybe that was too far.
Yeah.
Um,
I definitely could not say criminals.
yeah. So I went the safe route, went just vibes, because what is this team really trying to do? Like,
There's
what are y'all
there,
actually
there's no future. Like they have no plan.
like? What are y'all? They just going out there playing basketball or
Mhm.
something? No. And off the court issues, yeah. No comment.
Yeah, no comment. My next comment will go against the Brooklyn Nets. I know me and Everton have the same word. I know we do. It's just mid.
Honestly, that was too easy for me. I didn't want to do mid. I put you're cooked.
Yeah, there's now we're talking about the Hornets having no future. There's no present. There's no future. Not in the next decade. This team's screwed.
Rude.
Look at our team breakdown on the Brooklyn Nets. We're not getting much more into it because that I love that segment me and Everton did for that. So you can check that one out on YouTube or the podcast.
Check that one out.
So let's get into the Knicks and on a bang. I use 2 words with an and. Grit and adversity. Because
Mm.
there are so many gritty players on the team with the grittiest coach no one in the NBA wants to play for.
Oh
And their
my
fans,
God.
they have been through so much adversity, man. The Knicks were the meme, the laughing stock of the league for the past decade now. And now there's a chance they can make this finals push. And it makes me a little emotional. It can bring a tear to my eye because I love this Knicks team. I love to see how far they've come. Huge. And they deserve all the flowers.
Oh, shout out to that kid Cody. I think in 2013 his Christmas wish was for them to make the playoffs, and then they didn't make the playoffs for like the next like 10 years. Um, but no, my 3 words was finally being smart. The reason why I say that is okay, let's call a spade a spade. For a while, the Knicks whole thing was we're just gonna get the biggest free agents because we're the Knicks, right? And then
Yeah.
that happened. So I like that they changed their approach into let's get a guy on upcoming, Jalen Brunson, make him a superstar, then get a bunch of role players who end up becoming top 5 role players. We have like 3 of them, and
Mhm.
just make the most well balanced team. So I think finally being smart, I roll with that one.
Yeah, and they were fleecing it with trades as well. Like not building a team with Smart, coaching picks were smart. Everything about this team has been smart outside of their fans. They're not the smartest in the world. But outside of that, I love New York. The vibes are there.
It is, man. It's there. It's there for sure.
Thank you so much for tuning into this segment of the 5 Out Podcast. I am Joey LeMaster, and me and Everton are so thankful for your guys' support. If you want to keep supporting us, please check out the full podcast on Spotify and follow our TikTok account. Both of those will be in the bio, and make sure to leave a like and stay smooth.